Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hobby Night. How are we all doing today? Happy Tuesday, everyone. I, with the help of Chaos Cultist, figured out what was going on with those pieces last time on Friday. It's been a while since we've worked on the Liger. It really hasn't been that long. It's only been a couple of days, but it feels like it's been a while considering all the other activity we had over the weekend when it came to streams. Because I streamed with Shay on Saturday, and then we had the Common Rider stream on Sunday. We took yesterday off. Chaos Cultist is still feeling a little under the weather, so I'm gonna try to be chill today. And give him some time to rest. But I hope everybody's doing well. Hello, Havman. Hello, Kojo. Hello, Neo. It's lovely to see you all. I'm doing quite well. Thank you very, very much. So figured out what we need to do. These pieces, which are two pieces that we built a little bit last time, we don't actually need if we want to be able to have all the guns and stuff on it. So we need to take the R pieces, the PCR piece that I was like sitting there going, well, I don't know where I'm supposed to get this for. There was a little note actually on the instructions that I missed that we ended up Googling. But yeah, there was a little note here saying that if you want to be able to do this other thing, don't build this piece. And I'm like, oh, if only I could read Japanese. I can't though. I should have used my Translate app. I actually just like, I thought it was telling me to pay attention to the orientation again because it was one of those ones, but no, it was telling me a completely different instruction. Hello, Brendan. It is lovely to see you. Okay, so now that we have that, we can actually work on this piece properly. And let me just reorient myself and be like, what was I doing? What was I doing? Okay, so we need to do this first, which is with this piece, because W is there and the R goes in this piece. There we go. Okay, so, and then we're gonna end up putting this, I think like that. Yes. And then this little cap does it go in a, yeah, I see it has a notch, but does it go in a particular? Do I also need two R1s? I think I do. Because I think one is going to go here. Does it just always need to go at the top? Is that what it's trying to tell me? I think so. Because there's not a notch on the piece. Actually, I guess I can show here. On the piece that I am... I'm going to bring that up a little bit. There we go. That seems to be the bottom of where chat is right now. Perfect. Hello, Rob. It's lovely to see you. How you doing? Okay, so I think we have to put this piece here. I see. I think it wants... Did I do that correct?
You can speak up.
Can I do that correct? Okay, yeah, I think I did actually. I think I got it at the correct orientation because it wants it to be slightly angled. It's not quite as angled as it wanted it. Let me see if I can bring it out a little bit. Well, I definitely separated those pieces. Oh, can I push it out from this side maybe? If I had a smaller, narrower tool, perhaps, which I should in this. Yes, yes. The Zoids are going well. We figured out my dilemma that I was having last time, which is great. Yes, this actually should, in theory, be perfect. Okay, not actually quite. It's a little soft. I'm gonna need something metal. That might be too much though. Oh, actually, here we go. Some needle nose tweezers. Well, maybe it'll just be in that orientation then. That's fine. It's not like slightly off, but it's not like the worst. So we'll leave it. Let's get those pieces pressed back together. Excellent. Pinched my fingers. Pinched my fingers, chat. Okay, so we got that. Goes like that. And then in here, we then need to attach some of these other pieces. Okay, here's where we put one of the other, I need one more of these, so I think I did need two of them. Is it 1, right? It's R1? Yes. Yes, it is. Yesterday marked the 3-year anniversary at your job. Excellent, congratulations. You still remember when you got the call for the interview during your stream and then having to go to the job the next stream? Yeah, no, that was awesome. I do remember that. I do remember that. I'm glad, honestly, that it is been working out for you. Like, I know there's been some, like, annoyances at that job, but honestly, you seem like you've been enjoying it. So really, really happy to see that. Okay, so we want it to... like that. Okay, and then this needs to go like okay, so I do think it goes this way and then this goes this way and we connect it here. Is it supposed to go all the way through? I think it is. It looks like it. Why is it not? Oh, probably because it's stiff because there's a rubber joint in there. Yep, there we go. Okay, I just need to put a little bit more pressure on it. Did I do that the right way though? Not actually sure I did. All right, so it does go on, okay, it does definitely go on to that portion, but I think this needs to be facing back like this. Yes, because that's actually matching up with the shape. Noted. Okay, so that, oh my gosh, but I still did it wrong. Wait, did I? Oh, no, no, I did not. Okay, so that goes like that, because this now faces this way, and that is on the other side. Okay, so they are opposite to each other. I thought these little shapes were supposed to be on the same side. They're not. Heck yeah, we're building some Zoids. Okay, and then this is gonna be immediately misaligned because I'm a dum-dum. There we go. Got it. Perfect. And now we have a joint. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. I'm noticing a few sprue marks that I definitely think I could shave down a smidge before we move on, and then we'll build the other side. That is the plan. Right? Did you watch it on Toonami? That's where I was watching it. The Zoids were just always really cool. Like, all the model kits were neat. Your cat is circling the laptop again? Oh no. Well, I'm glad the cat is entertained and intrigued by what I'm doing. I can only assume if I'm on your laptop, that is. I could be on your TV, I don't know. I know there are some of you that watch me on your TV. Good old Toonami, introducing so many of us to great scale model figures that we could end up building. Between Zoids, Gunpla, I mean, hell, a lot of the shonen stuff have figure, like scale model things that you can build now too. Really fun stuff. All right, I'm gonna leave that one there. We're gonna start clipping out the other pieces. So 10, 9, 1, and 2. I might sneeze. I'm calling it out to maybe prevent that from happening. But I can still kind of feel it building. Gosh darn it. I was really hoping that if I just like acknowledged its existence arising, it would chill out, but it is not. It's like, no, I'm actually gonna build more. I'm hoping if I just continue to talk about it, it'll be fine. You grew up with Toonami? Nice. So did I. So did I. You know that well, actually not the Toonami stuff, but if you were watching Toonami and young when Toonami was on, you might also remember and enjoy the cartoons. They're all available on Tubi now, along with a lot of like DC and some Marvel and that kind of stuff. TMNT, I believe. I'm not as sure about the TMNT, but I know the cartoons are like Dexter's Lab, all of that, Johnny Bravo, etc. Ed and Eddie. Toonami was a great block. It was an absolutely amazing block of TV. You have me on your TV and the laptop so you can chat? Nice. Okay, so here is our R. Let's go ahead and get that into place. Right there. Excellent. And I think I need to clip the W and X. W and X, yes. Okay, so there's W. Here's X. X is going to go into this. Lovely. Oh, is it making it available next month? Okay, I know it has been moved there. I wasn't sure when that was starting, so thank you for the clarification. That's great to know. But yes, they are making it available soon, next month apparently, which is great. Love that. Because yeah, I think they just recently picked up the license for it or whatever. Hello, Blood Bowl memes. Hello, hello, hello. Love your name. What is your favorite Blood Bowl meme? And what is your favorite Blood Bowl team? And do you play the computer game? Like, are you playing the PC game or are you playing the analog tabletop game? Do you play both? Tell me about it. I love Blood Bowl. Like, I absolutely love it. You think Tubi still has the Super Mario Bros. Show? I can believe that. Okay, what was I doing? Putting pieces together. Yes. Sorry, there's W and R. What am I doing wrong? Just not pressing them together, I guess, was what I was doing wrong. Clean that actually pretty nicely. Got that. Excellent. Has the Mario Show in both formats? Heck yeah. Let's see. Okay, you play in both formats, but you haven't told me which team yet. Do you have like multiple teams that you like? I will admit I have multiple teams that I'll play. Although I haven't played the digital version in a while. I've mostly played the tabletop. Such a good game though. My favorite GW title. To this day. All right, so we got that. Oh, right, I need to clip out some more ones. There we go. Every day you get closer to becoming a Zorg from Fifth Element. Excellent. Nice. Okay, so that goes like that. Definitely pinched myself a little bit there. Yeah, no, that's not gonna grip enough. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that out. Well, lower. Okay, so it goes like that, faces this way. This side goes on here. I mostly have the legs left to build. I have a little bit, obviously, of the weapons to build, which is what we're doing right now. And then after that, it's just the legs. Okay, so like that. Like that. Ooh, that is a big piece of sprue left on there. Let's get rid of it. Same with right there. Okay, let's go ahead, put this one on. Cool. Now what? Oh, okay, so it's still doing that thing. We have not looked into that. That's because Cece's been sick still. No, it's just deleting random messages. Blood Bowl memes. It probably wasn't you. It was probably my chat. It probably
I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's absolutely fine. No problem, no problem. But goblins, awesome. That sounds so fun. So are you running like pure goblins, or are you mixing orcs in with them at all? Because I think you can, yeah, you can run pure goblins, right? Do you have a troll with them still? Or can you still have a troll with them? I actually don't know. I haven't looked into greenskins that much in regards to the teams.
They can run a big guy, but yeah, they can run solo.
Okay, they can run solo, but they can have big guys in them too? Nice. Are you doing then pure goblins, or are you doing a mix of goblins with other guys? All right, so we have those two. Next, a bunch of W pieces. W. I think I have, here we go. We have not used too much of these actually. Ooh, actually, I don't know if we've used any of the W's. We cannot throw this sprue away yet. We still have 2 little pieces on it. So how like some of these sprues are, they have like 1 or 2 pieces left on them. I'm like, we have to get to them soon. There's still only so much we have left to build. The remainder of the weapons and then the legs. All right, so we're gonna do this times 2. So W, 2, 2, 1, and 10. Okay, 2, 2, 1. Two. Nope, be careful. There you go. And 1. Okay. And then 10, right? Was the other one I said? Yes. $10. Pure goblins, nice. That's so fun. I admit I tend to be a little undead with my teams. I've run necromantic horrors, which is what I've currently been using, and then in the past I was sorry. The necromantic horrors were what I used to run. I've been playing with my vampires recently. My cute bloodthirsty little guys. Although I really want to give the Bretonnians and the Khemri a try, because I know they just, well, I guess it's not like that. The most recent release was them. Hello, the Dimension Jack Warrior Kid. DJ. No, J. Just J. Kid J. Did I read that correctly? I think I did. Hello, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a great day. All right, where are we? I see. So the real big question is, where does this piece go? Also, is that cleanup that I missed? Hell yeah, it is. Or by cleanup, I mean sprue that I missed. What was I saying? All right, where does one go? Oh, bloody hell. I didn't need 1, I needed 6. Bloody hell. No, it's fine. I'll just set the 1 off to the side and pull it when I need it. Clipping things out early, Angela. How uncouth. Oh, I looked at the one where it told me to do that first. That's what happened. I was like, where did I even see the 1? I definitely saw a 1 on the page. Give it to me. Go. A little bit fiddly. Oh, mother trucker. No. I demand you get into that slot. And you will like it. Get. No, don't be. Stop being fiddly. Stop being fiddly. Stop fighting me. No one wants that. Okay, I think it's actually on there now. Let's do the other one.
Okay.
Yep, almost flung a piece, it's fine. You are not wanting to stick. Why are you not wanting to stick? I will glue you if I have to, but it's weird that the other guy stuck fine and you're just like, meh. Screw you. Screw you. I am currently working on building a Zoids Blade Liger AB, and I can't remember what the AB stands for. It's like Assault Blaster or something like that. Does it say on here? No, it just tells me it's a high-end master model. Yeah, I don't remember what the AB stands for. Does anybody in chat remember what the AB stands for? But I think it's like assault something. I was talking to chat. Okay, we're gonna get these little sides on. There we go. Excellent. Now we need W3, 4, 7, and 13. 3, 4, 7, and 13. But not number 1. That one I've clipped out already. I'm doing pretty well, thank you for asking. I'm really glad to hear that you're doing well. I don't think it stands for absolute babe. I mean, the Liger is a damn hottie, but I don't think that's what it stands for. I think it's tied something more to combat. Might be like assault, battle, maybe? But I don't remember. I remember somebody called it out in chat at one point, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Hello, Tyler. It's lovely to see you. All right, okay, 3, 4, 7, and 13. 3, 4, 7, 13. 3, okay, here's 3, 4, 7. Okay, there's 13. I know I need that. Let's get it. 13. Where's 7? There it is. It's smaller than I expected. I don't know why. Probably because I looked at the piece of paper wrong. All right, there we go. And then we'll do that times 2. Electric Boogaloo. There we go. Oh, also, I am going to... No, that's not what I wanted to do with it. Turn that back on. Since we're not listening to the toys anymore, I don't need to have the sound gate off. It occurred to me, so let me reset that. All right, there's 13, and I think I already took 7. Yes, okay. I believe I have all the pieces I need. These definitely need some cleanup. Yeah, the black plastic is the one that actually shows blemishes the most, I feel like. And I'm sure it has something to do with like absorbing all the colors or something, or however. I feel like black cars do the same thing. Like people get white cars a lot of the times because it hides dirt more or something like that. I was like, I don't care. Give me that gunmetal car. But I do think that's why like you see that a lot. And dark cars are supposed to like show dirt more. Even though you would think that they wouldn't, because you'd think the dirt would like blend in, but like it shows it off more. And I feel like that's exactly what I'm seeing happen with this plastic. No problem. Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. I'll see you later. Have a good one, Blood Bowl memes. Oop. Holy moly. Dropping things. Seriously, I'm very much dropping things. There's that. I know there's gonna be a little bit of cleanup on this one as well. Okay, I think we can build from here. So we need this part like this. And it's gonna go I think here. Okay, that makes sense to me. This is gonna go like that. And then this will go here. Press those together. Oh no. Okay, well, we almost got that correct. Let me get my little separator. Because I think I forgot to put this in. Oops. Whoopsies. It's okay. That's what these little, honestly, this is like my favorite thing from the iFixit kit. That little guitar picks to be able to separate things. It's so useful. Okay. We have that in place. We know which way this goes in. We simply need to put let's put it facing the correct way. Right. Yeah, so this does go on this side. This is going over here, which means that goes like that. Actually, sorry, like that. Oop, no, fuck, I threw it. I threw it. All right. Like that. Okay, and then this piece needs to go like that. Because then, oh, it's all gonna slide on me, yep. This is what I was worried about. Everything's gonna like fall out. All right, please. I don't know if I'll be able to get it back off with how this is closing. It's okay, I think I have it. Okay. Oh gosh darn it, I put that in wrong. Okay, I got the one side incorrect, but I did not get this side incorrect. Let me see. Ooh. Amazing, that almost flew off, but I think it bounced literally off the box the Liger came in and landed back on the table. I couldn't have asked for like a more perfect thing to happen. All right. So get in there. Okay, so I got that piece in. Now get that piece in. There we go. Okay, so just supposed to move forward. There we go. Okay, I think I had it in slightly wrong. There we go, because that's what I believe. It's supposed to move like this. In the same way, like it does that. And then it closes. Cool. You think some formal Liger might be your next kit because you always wanted one as a kid? I highly recommend it. It's been a really cool build. I definitely recommend having a translate app. Unless you just speak Japanese well though, because there are some like, do this if you don't want this to be able to be done kind of things. And there's a couple of other instructions that like do require you to, I've had to pull out my Translate app basically because there's been some instructions where I'm like, I don't know what it's telling me there. It's not quite articulating it through the visuals, but overall, really, really fun. Okay, so we have that. Let's do the other one now. Okay, so we want that going like that. I believe that needs to go like that. And then we're gonna stick this and knock that immediately out. Excellent. Oh, and then the other one out. Cool. Go me. No. Curse you. Curse you, diabolical fiddly pieces. They planned this, you know. No. Fiddly piece, please. Fiddly piece, please. Don't make me repeat this mantra. No, 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 no. Okay. And then that goes in there. Yes. Squeeze. Get in there. Okay. Ha. Beautiful. Our two pieces are in place. I'm gonna do a smidge of cleanup. A couple areas that I feel like need it. Because again, this black plastic just shows everything really, really immensely. I have seen the new Combat Patrol announced by GW the other day. The Night Lords and it was like one other group or something like that. I admit I'm disappointed. Like, not to say that it's not, I guess, good or interesting to see GW putting like full rhinos in a Combat Patrol at this point. But like, really, you're gonna show a rhino in with a bunch of Night Lords? Really? Why? Like, not to say that they don't have them, but like, I don't know, I just feel like there could be so much better units to put in there with Night Lords than a fucking rhino. It's also like what you get, like a couple of Space Marines and then some Zangors. Like, you get a rhino, a bunch of Zangors, and then some Space Marines. And I'm like, what? No, they're super anemic. Like, I keep seeing people justify it as like, oh, well, we got a really cool, like a vehicle, like a vehicle that a lot of people used to really like and use a lot. I'm like, who's really using rhino? Like, is there a faction that's actively, like, competitively running rhinos that, like, or even on a fun level, like, running rhinos consistently where that would be, I don't know. It feels lazy. Right, that's what I'm saying is like, there's no jump pack units. Sorry. There are no jump pack units in the Night Lords Combat Patrol, and yet they gave them a rhino. Why? Like, if you want to give them a vehicle that was going to be like, at least thematically appropriate, give them something that flies. Give them one of the hover anythings, really, at this point. But like, a rhino instead of jump pack units? Yeah. Speeder. Yeah, like give him a land speeder or something. Like give him something that actually like hovers at minimum to give that flying effect, even if it's not like legit flying, if you refuse to do jump packs. But like, I don't know, it was just such a weird choice. Like a super, super weird choice. Okay, we have those. Next up, we need X and U. X and U. X1 and 2, which is all that's on here. We're still doing this all times 2. Hello, David. It's lovely to see you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. But yeah, I saw those released recently. I think I saw like GW's like Instagram post about it or whatever, and I was looking at them and I'm like, please tell me people aren't actually excited for this, because this is just a paint scheme over top some basic boys that don't even feel thematic. And then they gave us a damn rhino for some reason. With Night Lords. Like, what? I didn't even look. Do they at least have the Kill Team, like, Night Lords helmets? Did they at least give them that? Like, do they have at least bat helmets? Because at least, that doesn't make it better. Like, let me be clear. That does not make it better. But it at least gives it a point back. It's still a failed product, but... This goes back to the thing that I was saying a while ago, where I feel like everything has been homogenized. Like, even the Space Marine chapters are getting immensely homogenized. Like, sure, they may have occasionally some slightly different helmets, and maybe they'll have a sculpted pauldron here and there, depending on what kit you end up buying. But overall, they're all getting the exact same guys. They're not actually differentiating them and making them specific to what they used to be. Like, the fact that Night Lords, honestly, Blood Angels don't have more jump packs as well. Like, there's so many things that they could be doing to, like, make them feel different and, like, mechanically on the board, and they're just not. They're just not. It is a tank. It's a transport vehicle called a rhino. It's not an actual rhino. Like, it's not the animal. Although that would be funny. Imagine a bunch of Space Marines riding in on actual rhinos. What faction would do that? It almost feels White Scar-ish, but I don't know if, like, that part of Asia, because they're really based, like, very Mongolian-esque. So I don't know where, like, the rhinos would, because I know there are Asian rhinos. I just don't know where they, like, live, like what part of Asia they're in. So I don't know if that would be appropriate, but I feel like they could ride some rhinos. Is there anyone else who thematically would, like, fit just riding a giant... I'm gonna head first into anything and crush it? Yeah, it's not a real rhino, definitely not. But it would be fun. Like I said, I like the idea. I like the idea of it being a real rhino. U5. So it sounds like me summoning people. U5, there. Come hither. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Exodites. I'm talking Space Marines, though, specifically. Because, like, aren't the Exodites a... Am I getting that wrong? Aren't the Exodites an Eldar unit? Because are the Exodites not the guys that are on dinosaurs, technically, for the Eldar, that they don't actually use anymore because it's sad? Because they're lame? Because they're super lame? Your bet is that GW is about to make a new Chaos Rhino model and they're trying to sell backstock models. You know what? I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Oh my god, yes, a cav choice would be great. I would love to see rhinos as a cavalry choice. It'd be super, super fun. Yeah, it's, I do like the idea of that they're just like on top of a very large 40K style rhino's back and they're just riding along. I mean, that would be metal as fuck, but no, unfortunately that is not the humor they went with. It's a very box-like, here, I'll show you what a rhino looks like. I have some upstairs, but I'm too lazy to walk up there, so I'm just gonna pull up a picture. Warhammer rhino. There it is in all its glory, the rhino. I think this is I think the one I'm showing on screen is the like primarified rhino. I mean, them riding dinosaur, like a rhinoceros would be also cool. That would be very cool. But yes, they do typically ride dinosaurs. All right, so where is this going? Okay, well, I'm just gonna throw everything onto the floor. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Got it. Oh, they do. Yeah. What is that? I don't know, remember what that mount is, but yes, they do have a kind of rhino looking mount, the orcs do.
Juggernaut.
Is it just called a juggernaut?
Yeah, forward.
Oh, yeah, no, we were talking about the orc one though. There's like a squig design that's kind of rhino-like as well. But you're right, the juggernaut of Khorne is also very rhino-like because he even has the big, I guess it's technically an axe kind of more on his nose because it's armored, but it's definitely meant to be rhino-esque. Okay, what am I doing? Putting these together. Okay, I think this one. So where is this slotting? I see, so this slots into here. And then this goes here. I moved it all. I moved everything. Okay. So that goes there. This goes there. No. No. Okay. I'm gonna set it on the piece of paper. Get in there. No, I refuse to glue you. Get in. Nope. You son of a bitch. Get in there. Get in. Okay, what if I put this in first? There we go. Okay, cool. Stop fighting me, you little bitch. Okay, I did it. I think. Yes, it looks like I have. All right, let's do the other side. The Zoids does take patience, you're right. The squig off, thank you, yes, that's what they are. And it was like, I know it's a variation on squig, but I don't remember which variation on squig it is. So perfect. Yeah, no, Zoids, these things are fiddly. Okay, so we want to do that. I'm going to do it this way on this side for ease. No, 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 no. Put this in first. Don't be a fool. Oh, I see. This one just goes in and fits well. Well, fine. Be that way. No, no, no. Okay. Got it. Got it. Oh my goodness, please don't be like this. I just want to get you into place and seal you in there. Like a cocoon. Like a lovely plastic cocoon. God damn it. I knocked it out again, if you couldn't tell.
So what, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Sorry, I just knocked a piece out. If you hear me saying that, it's just me knocking a piece out.
Me up with that first word, sorry.
I understand. I'm sorry.
I'll go upstairs.
No, it's okay. You can be there. I will not wake you up with a curse word again. Okay. What is happening? Are they crooked? Did I bend it? No, it's fine. Okay. Can I do it like this? Yes. Okay, cool. So that has been mostly sealed into place. We're going to slip this bad boy in by separating this a little bit, but not too much. Maybe. Come on, you guys, get in there. This one does not have, it's actually neither. It's just a raw scale model. So it's, I would honestly liken it more to like a gunpla kit that has no electronics. It has some motion abilities in the fact that it has joints, but it does not walk. Okay, well, I thought that was going to work, but evidently not. I mean, I'm going to need to separate the whole thing. I was hoping I could just, like, slip it in there, but no. Can I please, like, get this joint separated? There we go. Good lord, that took way too long. Okay, hopefully it'll stay in there this time. Let's do that. I can just like kind of hold it in place. Maybe I can get lucky. And yes, okay, perfect. God, that is very annoying. Whatever is wobbling needs to freaking stop. Very annoying. Hello, Northman. It's lovely to see you. Why is this wobbling? Is my table uneven? Like, what the hell? Sorry, my table was like wobbling a lot and it was starting to drive me absolutely insane. I don't know if I'm just noticing it more today or what, but okay. Okay, so we have our two. I just didn't do a good job cleaning those, and that's why it's doing that. They hooked you when you were overseas? Nice. Yeah, so far I've been really enjoying it. Like, it's been a fun build. Okay, that is better. Okay. Next. Bunch more pieces off of W. Oh, right. I was like, wait a minute. And did I pull? Yes, I pulled the one that I just finished. I was like, I'm trying to keep all the ones that the sprues that I've completed in the box so that they're separated from everything else. I do have some file sticks actually. Where are those? They're outside in the garage. I'll use them at some point. All right, let's get 15 and 16 first. Again, this is ×2. But yeah, I have, I've been using these God Hand little file pads, which has been working pretty well for me. But you're right, I did get some of those file sticks recently, and I should give them a try the next time that I'm doing a scale model kit. I'm not gonna go get them right now just because I'm feeling lazy. But maybe I'll grab them on my break if I still need them. You almost ruined the first one you put together? In what way? Okay, got that one done. Get this one done. You just had a debate in another stream about spice being a drug in Star Wars. I know they have something that's very equivalent to it. I don't know if they actually call it spice, though, for copyright reasons, right? Like, I think they have their, like, basically, like, the Star Wars equivalent, but I'm not sure. Hello, Crayon Lake Rebel. How are you doing? You're sure I've answered this before, but how did a really pretty girl get interested in all this cool, mostly guy stuff? Well, you know, honestly, I've kind of been a big nerd my whole life. Like, I will admit some of the things that I got into wasn't until college when I was able to, like, meet a lot more people who had other interests that were into things that I didn't even know existed at the time. But basically, like, I got into anime really, really young. Pokemon was, like, my first thing, and I was in Hawaii when Pokemon launched in the US, so, like, I was seeing, like, tons and tons of import stuff, even in 95. So I got really hooked on that. From there, I got into anime. Then I went to college, got into my anime college, or my, it wasn't an anime college, it was an art school college where we had an anime club. I ended up running that. Ended up getting involved with the Gamers Guild that was at that school. And basically from there, my board gaming and RPG interest and wargaming interest really exploded because there were finally people around who could, like, engage with me about that kind of stuff. And I wasn't super, like, knowledgeable when I was a kid to, like, find forums and stuff to, like, get to know this stuff super early prior to going to college. I kind of really experienced it firsthand. And I hadn't really been to game stores or anything prior to that. So basically, like, freshman or sophomore year in college, I got finally introduced to, like, an actual D&D game, which I'd heard about for years and really wanted to do, but never got a chance to. So finally played my first D&D game. And then I basically, from that D&D game, I was introduced to Warhammer and board games all at once. And I was like, this is all so cool. And there's an art element side to this where I get to paint the miniatures. Hell fucking yeah. And it blew up from there. And I've been invested pretty much ever since, really hardcore. But it all basically started with, like, Pokemon and anime and just grew from that. I have never built any of the RG Ava kits. You know, I have not, actually. The Ava kits would be very cool. I don't know what the next thing's going to be. It might be a more traditional scale model in, like, the historical kind. But I haven't thought past this. The nice thing is this is going to work for my IPMS meeting this month because we need to be doing something that's a mech. I would say this Zoid counts as a mech. And so, yeah, I'm bringing this in for that competition. And my next kit will probably be something maybe related to whatever the April competition is. You remember being at school when Pokemon was a big thing? Nice. The last model kit you actually tried to build was back in the late 90s. You picked up a truck, it was 3/4 of the way built, and you got knocked off the table and broke. Oh no! Yeah, that probably was a little demoralizing. I completely get that. I hope, well, I mean, obviously I imagine you probably don't have it anymore if it broke and everything. Oh, that's such a bummer. You should try doing it again. They're really fun. And there's some really simple kits out there. They're not super difficult. You don't have to start with anything like hyper complex or whatever. All right, we did 15 and 16. We now need 9 and 8. Oh, and 11 and 14. 11. Let's do 11 and 14 first, because they just get combined together. All right, there we go for that one. Let's see, make sure we get the orientation correct. There we go. Okay. So ooh, okay, I'm gonna throw it on the floor, or onto the table is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw it onto the table. So this goes... I think I have it facing the correct way. I did not. It definitely goes in the other way, as it's actually fitting that way. All right, so got that into place. Perfecto. What's next? 9 and 8, which are these long, thin pieces. So try not to clip them so hard that they break. Let's not do that. Okay, there's one set. Here is the other set. You do need to find time to build that Blood Bowl team. Do it. I collect some cards sometimes, but I haven't in a while. The last major, like I haven't in a long while actually, now that I think about it. Unfortunately, because of the Pokemon like scalping scene with all of the resellers and everything, and the guys who are literally like fighting with each other in front of vending machines with Pokemon, that whole culture has really turned me off on Pokemon. And I will admit that I do not enjoy the modern games or designs nearly as much as I like them through like the first, I don't know, like 6 generations. I don't know. I feel like I was really invested for a very, very long time. But those OG Pokemon will always be my favorites, just inherently. However, the culture around collecting Pokemon cards at this point has just really bummed me out. So I just don't anymore. However, I do collect some Magic cards, although I'm not really doing much with them right now either, because similar-ish reasons to the Pokemon, but also because the Universes Beyond stuff, while there have definitely been some Universes Beyond that I really, really liked, I do think there is a massive oversaturation, and I do think it's mechanically affecting the game. And so I am a little disheartened on that too, which is why I've been focusing on One Piece. I've been really enjoying the One Piece TCG. It sucks that the Pokemon folks have come over and started to cause scalper prices to happen on some of the booster boxes. Like, it's crazy, but Bandai is addressing that, and hopefully they won't continue. Fingers crossed. I don't know what's gonna happen. But at least there is still, like, the game itself is not being affected by the scalpers. It is just the collectors who are being affected. And while I am a little bit of a collector there, I actually do really just like playing the game for One Piece. And so I've gotten a lot of the like pre-built decks, and I've just been having fun playing those against Chaos Cultist. So really, really nice. I specifically avoid pirate ships or like battleships or anything like that man of action, specifically because they terrify me with all of their tiny pieces. And a lot of like the historical ones tend to, if they're not pirate ships, they tend to have like little metal pieces you have to like pop out, and like I'm just so afraid of bending those and just fucking it all up. So I have avoided ships a lot. Like I've done spaceships, I've done some spaceships, but that is about it. Okay, so it faces this way, and this needs to go in like that, and on that side, okay. And then we gotta do this side like that. Perfect. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing on this one. Make sure we're going into the right holes. That's what he said. Or she said, I don't know, one of y'all said it. So we did that, and then you... Three and four. Yeah, like doing like all of the fiddly little like, oh, what are those things called? They're like, there's a term for that type of like metal material being used or component being used in a scale model kit, and now I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. I just remember that there's a word for it. It's like not filigree. Filigree is not the word, but that is the one that is beating into my head going like, it's this. It's definitely, this is definitely the word you're looking for. And I'm like, no, brain, actually it's not. Oh yeah, no, I remember Monster Rancher. Never got really big into Monster Rancher, but I do remember it. And yes, it was a game first. They've done a lot of them. Like, it's pretty big. Although I don't know if it's doing as well now. I know like that Yokai Battle Watch or something like that is got really popular for a while. Does it like go over the top? Definitely not. We just split it apart. Okay, why are you not? Why are you not sitting on here? Well, what is happening? There's gotta be some spruce somewhere that I just did not clean up well enough, and I think I found it, but because man, was that not wanting to sit. Okay, let's see if we can get it on there better now. No, it really does want to sit up, doesn't it? Okay, well, once we figure out how this is actually bloody supposed to go on. I think it's supposed to do that. And then I think this side is supposed to... do that, okay. And that's keeping it together better. Perfect. Okay, so like that. And then like so. Perfect, there we go. Now, W12. Oh, you found out the hard way that the figures have action buttons and they don't talk about in the directions? Oh, shit. Yeah, that would, that'd be crazy. You don't, but you've got some friends that claim some cards are worth thousands. That is true. Yeah, there are some cards that are worth thousands. I mean, it really depends on which game you're talking about, like which game system and which, like, cards they are and what condition they're in. But, like, for example, in Magic the Gathering, if you have, like, a like an alpha Black Lotus card and it is in good condition, yeah, that might be worth $3 million. At least that's what like I think the last one sold for. That was in mint condition and went to some like high-end collector or whatever. But on average, like, for example, I think one of the most expensive cards we have is like 800 or something like that, I believe. There's two cards. I don't remember their prices off the top of my head. Let me see. Let's see. Sephiroth Magic.
Surge foils 500.
The Surge foil is 500. How much is that? Do you remember how much that Bloomborough card is that we have? Is it like 800?
Fluctuates.
Okay, fluctuates, but it's been like it's around that. Okay, so like yeah, we have like one of our more expensive cards that we have is between like I'm gonna say 700 to 500. They fluctuate. It really depends on like how good the card is in game. On top of it being like really pretty art, a holo, blah blah blah. Insert all these other things that can change its value. But yes, it is true that some of the cards can go for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and some of them can go for millions of dollars. It just depends on. Or tens of thousands of dollars. It really just depends on what card it is. I don't remember, like, for example, what a first edition Charizard card in mint condition goes for, but I'm sure it's up there. Magic's been the most successful of the TCGs. Only because it's been going along longer.
I think Pokemon may have sold more.
Oh, really? Okay. I could believe it, but I would not put it past it to... Like, basically, Magic and Pokemon are the top two. And I don't know if anyone's really going to surpass them, barring something just really, like, hooks literally the world on their art and content and stuff, and they just somehow blast through the sales. But even then, like, I just don't really see that happening because like Magic has just been going for so long. Pokemon has been going for so long. They have a dominant hold on that market for sure. All right, we need 12, 5, and 1. Yay. Okay. The ones that I accidentally clipped out. Let's see, this is going to be 12 and 5 is there. Okay. I believe this might be the last pieces on these sprues. Oh my God. Yep, that is an empty sprue. Go in there. There we go. Yu-Gi-Oh is really popular. It's still going strong, but Yu-Gi-Oh has a weird economy in that the cards really do not retain value, even like the vintage ones, because of the way that game cycles. And so like when I worked at a game store, for example, we always had people coming in and asking us for singles of like Pokemon cards or Magic cards. We didn't really do singles, but we occasionally still had people come in and ask for them because they didn't know that we didn't really do those. And while there's occasionally somebody who would come in and ask for a Yu-Gi-Oh single like collection, they only were ever interested in singles for whatever the most current set would be, because while they will have value during their active usage and while they're still like powerful, but the minute they become like basically cycled out or like they move on to the next set, it really seems like the value of those cards just is completely lost. Now, don't get me wrong. There are still some that could be like maybe, I don't know, I'm going to guess like $50 or something like that, maybe 100 at most. But I really don't, like, I've never seen Yu-Gi-Oh cards get into the thousands, except when they are literally from the current set and they are like the rare from that set or whatever, the most valuable card from whatever the most current active set is. And I just, yeah, they also apparently glute their market, which I am not surprised by, completely killing the value. But here's the thing though, on one hand, like, yeah, the cards don't have any secondhand value, but like, as a game manufacturer, they shouldn't care, right? Like, they want you to be collecting these cards to play the game, because that's what they're selling, is you a game. And I feel like a lot of these card companies sometimes have lost sight of that a little bit. And they do just go for the collector side of things, and they're not really, like, that's why I think some of these sets aren't doing as well. Like, maybe not even consciously, but like subconsciously, part of the problem is like the designers can't care about the mechanics at all times, because they have to instead focus on reskinning an existing card to have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, for example, skin, because I know that's the controversial one right now. But like, there's a bunch of these sets that have been coming out that sometimes are smaller too. They're not even like full sets, but they're like mini sets, like the Spider-Man, like TMNT, and like some in the past that they stopped doing. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my gosh, sorry. Hi. Sorry for sneezing. But like, yeah, they focus so much, like the executives at these companies focus so much on just like, what will this set make us? How do we make our money back from buying the license for these cards? That I think the designers are forced in a way to sacrifice mechanics and not really, like, they nail it sometimes. Like, I'm not saying the Universes Beyond concept is entirely bad. I think there are some that have worked really well. The Final Fantasy set is an amazing set. They made those cards work. I think they were thoughtful with which ones that they made brand new and which ones they made reprints of existing cards. And it was just really well planned. But from my understanding, that planning was a long time. And so they spent time on it. Like, they actually gave themselves the time to actually sit down and think about, okay, how do we turn Sephiroth into a magic card and make that function well within the existing system, still feel unique to the Final Fantasy brand, but still also is a magic card and functions in a standard game of Magic. And I think they kind of nailed it with the Final Fantasy, but then you look at something like Spider-Man or the TMNT cards that they've been previewing, and it's just like, between the excessive amounts of art featuring them eating pizza or just being a damn pizza itself, which I'm like, I understand this is a key component to who they are as characters, but like, do we really have to pound it home that hard? Like, seriously, do we? They have more depth than this. They are not just pizza consuming turtles. They are ninjas, in fact. Could we see them doing some ninja shit? God, it's so disappointing. I don't think the cards look good. I'm just so sad with how it's gone, but like, yeah. But basically the point comes down to, like, it is, unfortunately, a lot of the times I still think ultimately coming down to it being a cash grab. And I'm not saying necessarily the designers who are actually writing the cards are looking at it that way. I imagine they want to be able to take their time and actually synergize the cards and make them feel legitimately thought out and work with the existing sets that are out there for Magic, because there are so many different formats that these cards can end up being fit into. Like, I'm sure that they want to be able to do that better, but I just don't think they're given the time or resources to do it. And by resources, I mean literally like the money to be able to, like, they're not getting paid enough and their timelines aren't like being long enough because they don't want to pay them for that amount of time to make some really phenomenal cards. And so they just get a bunch of slop getting thrown out there. I will say I saw like, I heard about, I did not actually see it, but I heard about I've seen the art at least of like the really, really badly done art of D6s on a table in one of the card pieces. And oh my gosh, if the artist's response to the backlash that that piece of art got is what I was told it was, that is a horrendous response.
I think that was the community.
Okay, got it. Cause like, it just, I don't know, it just feels very unfortunately lazy a lot of the times with these Universe Beyond sets, especially when you end up having like so many cards kind of looking the same because it's just the turtles in some capacity around a table eating a pizza. Like, I know they do it a lot, but good Lord. Your best friend with a large collection of cards is now collecting bourbon from them. Like he's turning the magic cards into bourbon? He's fermenting them? What?
Sale, purchase, trade.
Oh, like he's trading them for bourbon? I see. No, it was not a comic to make fun of ninja stuff in any way. And I don't actually think that's, from my understanding, the modern Ninja Turtles cartoons is actually quite popular with kids. So I think Ninja Turtles is actually doing fine. I just think that this particular magic collaboration is lackluster and unthought through. Like they just haven't done a super, super amazing job with it. And I think fans can see that. And it doesn't help that everybody gets to compare it to the most recent, really successful and well thought out Universes Beyond, which is the Final Fantasy one. Like that one is not so old now that people don't remember it and they're like, remember when they actually do this well? And it's not garbage? And everyone's like, yeah, I wish they could maintain that, right? But then they don't. Okay, so this goes like this. And it sits here. Honestly, if you ever want a really in-depth, or at least a very good, well researched essay about any of these old pop culture phenomenons like Ninja Turtles or G.I. Joe or anything like that, Secret Galaxies is genuinely the channel that I can highly recommend. He is a guy who frankly has a lot of knowledge about these things, talks about them all the time, but his main focus is usually around the toy lines and everything, but he does retrospectives and histories on a lot of these franchises. And so he'll not only talk about the toys, but sometimes he'll specifically just talk about the rise and fall of TMNT or something like that. And often there's not even the fall. Sometimes it's just we're going to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today. Here is how they've been doing and where they're at and where they seem like they're going. And they're really, really interesting stuff. Oh, they're making whiskey brands? That's awesome. That is super cool. I've had whiskey very irregularly. But then again, I also don't drink very often. Period. It doesn't really matter what it is. nice. It's also available on YouTube. Although Tubi is a great platform, so I'm not denying that in any capacity. We don't need that piece. That's not actually a piece. That's just sprue. Let's get that sprue out of here. Get out of here, sprue. Okay, where's that piece I needed? There we go. Okay. Interesting little joint. Clean this up. You like your vodka with ice, mints, and lime together on a hot summer night? Yeah, I could see that, how that could be very refreshing. I will admit, when I drink vodka, I'm very basic about it. I just make a screwdriver. You know, some orange juice and vodka together. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I'm doing this correct. Needs to be like this. There we go. Flip it around. I don't get it slotted. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then you, 9 and 8. 9 and 8. A few years ago, you discovered mead and you're a Viking now. Nice. I've never tried mead. I'm not a big, like, because mead is still made with, like, grain, right? It's like a, yeah, that's what I thought. So, like, the problem is, well, I don't know. Maybe I would like mead. Oh, can it be made of fruit? Interesting. Well, I don't like wines, though, and wine are usually made of fruit, and I don't like the aftertaste of that either. My biggest concern is, like, so the reason I don't drink, like, a lot of, like, beers and stuff, because I don't like the hops after flavor. And even with, like, ales, I can only drink them like half a glass of an ale, because it just, the aftertaste sometimes just gets really too, frankly, tart for me, or a little bit bitter, I guess. And the same thing happens when I've drank wine. Like I always hate that, like, gross aftertaste of sour grapes, I guess, is what I'm probably drinking, or like tasting or whatever. And so my concern with, like, mead is that I'm not gonna, like, I'm not gonna like the after flavor of the wheat. But if it's in, so it's mostly honey, fruit, flowers for taste, and yeast. Okay, maybe I need to try some mead then. Maybe I'd like mead more than anything else, and that would be the beer-like substance that I would drink. You just play Magic Arena, never paid for a single card, and always had a good time. That is absolutely a fair way to play it. Also, Magic Arena is pretty good. I've played it a fair amount. Like, not a huge amount, but I've definitely dabbled in it and had a lot of fun. There's zero aftertaste with mead. I do not believe that. There's an aftertaste with everything. Except for maybe water. But even then, sometimes there's an aftertaste, depending on what kind of water you're drinking. Like, it might be a pleasant aftertaste, but there's got to be, like, an aftertaste. Okay, so that's how that goes. Yeah, we're combining all the pieces. Okay, let's see. We still do need a couple of new things. So let me get U2, U1. All right, let's see. Let's get U1 first, because it looks like there's pieces that like slot into this or something. Okay, so U6 is supposed to go in here somewhere. Oh, I see. It's going here, I guess? No, facing this way. Hold on, this is going to take me a second to figure out. So I need to put... Aha, okay. It helps if I hold it the right way. Okay, so it's going this way. This is U6, so this... Oh, does it go here? Yes, okay, okay. Does it go in the lower one? No, it does not fit in that one. Okay, so it goes there. Sorry, I was like, I don't understand where it's trying to tell me this is angled to go to. And even its second picture wasn't quite fully... I mean, I guess I did figure it out off of that, but I had to really stare at it for a moment. No, not really. I don't do red or white wine with fancy dinner. I just tend to have like... I either have a mixed drink of some variety with a fancy dinner, or I just drink water, honestly. I don't know, like, if I'm gonna get inebriated, I'd rather do it with, like, you know, weed rather than doing it with alcohol. I always feel like I'm a lot more control with this stuff, and I also don't have the horrendous hangovers, which always suck. You tried mead while you were watching the Viking TV show? Nice. Do the Smirnoff ices count as wine coolers? I was asking chat something. Oh, they do. Sorry. Okay, cool. Then I guess I'm fine with wine coolers, but I was like, I don't know. That doesn't really. Is that considered like? Is that really a wine? I thought it was like a. Like flavored vodka or something. Okay, let's figure out where we put V5, which I have not clipped out yet because I haven't grabbed V. Where's V? There it is. Spice rum is your morning coffee. That sounds like a very Jack Sparrow-like thing to say. Okay, so this piece is going... Oh, I see. Okay, like that. Understood. All right, so we did that. Now we need to put this facing this way. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there. We're gonna work with the other side because it's kind of having, where is it? Oh, I haven't clipped it out because like I'm an idiot. I was like, where's the other piece I need? Well, Angela, maybe if you clipped all the pieces out that you needed, it'd be fine. Also, have you got these 7? No, you have not. Look at that. All right, is this an empty sprue? Yes, it is. Okay. This piece gets one of these. Okay, so that goes there. Okay, makes sense. This I think is gonna go there. And then this guy I think it goes like that into that slot. And then this. And then I think this. Okay, that goes there. And does that go there then? There's some text. I should translate that. Why is the rum always gone? It's true. Man, back when I liked those movies. I still like the first one a lot, but... All right, what does that say? Final assembly it. Okay. I think I kind of surely. I think this is supposed to go in here. It's not telling me to do this, but I think, well, actually, maybe it doesn't, because it doesn't really fit, does it? Maybe it goes there. And then, oh. Okay, I think I'm so confused on how this exactly fits. Okay, so yes, this is not supposed to go, it goes like that. I see, okay. Oh my gosh, okay, that fits so much better. I was like, I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? All right, so that goes like that goes like that, and then this one goes like that. I understand. Okay, I'm gonna hold this a little bit. What am I doing wrong? Darn it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I do seem to have messed something up. Because there's some pegs here that don't seem to be going anything, and I think they're supposed to, so. Let me just figure out how to get her popped apart. Okay, so that's still in place, that's fine. Let's get this in place on this side. Yeah, I just have the one. Okay, notice a little bit of a sprue buildup on this piece, so I cleaned that up. And honestly, there's a little bit on this piece too, so I'm gonna scratch that away. It's a very, I think, tight fit. And it's also fiddly. It's probably just me. It's probably, let's be real, but okay. So I have that piece in place. Do maybe a little bit more cleanup on this. Just because I can. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's see if we can clean up this side a bit more. I think I just missed the sprue location because it doesn't look like I cleaned it at all. Like not even a little bit. Okay. And honestly, same right there. Okay. Now. That is meant to be there. Okay. This piece is meant to be there. Okay, let's try to keep it back. And then this goes right there. Okay, so those definitely, oh shit, I have this facing the wrong way. That's why this isn't fitting. There we go. Okay, so that's better. That's better. And then last but not least is this little guy. Which I guess I maybe should have put in first. Okay, I'm gonna do a cleanup on these too. I left some massive chunks of sprue. And since this is a small piece in a tight area, I do actually think that's gonna fuck things up. Yeah, exactly. Tight and fiddly is not helpful right now. I completely agree. Okay. Okay, I think these pieces are all well into place. It's just, okay, I think that one's now also into place. Now, if I can just Okay, I think we got it in. Now we just get to do it again. Do a little bit. There's some sprue buildup here that needs to go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna set that one off to the side. Let's clip out all the other pieces that we need. So we can repeat that because we do technically have to do it twice. Oh, and thank you for reminding everybody to subscribe, Havman. Yes, please do if you've been enjoying today's content. Give us a like, subscribe if you aren't already. If you're watching this on demand, give me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite Zoid is, or what your favorite scale model to build is if you aren't into Zoids and you're like, I'm not into this mechanical animals TV show nonsense. I don't know, it's kind of fun. I like it. I'm a big fan. Although I will admit I haven't watched it in years. It's been a while. It's been a while, but I remember it being fun. All right, there we go. That's cleared as well. Do cleanup. Let's not be negligent of that this time around. I don't really feel like I need to do a full break. I am just gonna grab myself another drink real quick. And then check on Chaos Cultist. So I will be back in like less than 5 minutes. But I will be back in just a moment. Give me, because we're at 3 o'clock and that's normally when I take a break. So it won't be too long, but I'll see you guys in just a second. Yes, Neo, that is Kita's little house patio in the background. All right, we're back. Back again. Let's see. We need to put this. Oh no, we were doing cleanup. We were doing cleanup, Angela. That is the step we were at. So, there we go. Lower the music for y'all. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so that goes there. After that, do some minor cleanup here. I might actually, can you see her in the background? No, she's on the other side. Kita's actually back there eating right now, but she's on the other side of the couch, so you can't see her. I hear her nibbling though. And by that I mean she's going, she's making those noises, which I don't know if came through, so hopefully they did. He is taking a nap right now, which is why I'm being a little bit more soft-spoken.
Okay.
All right, that goes there. This. I believe it's meant to go here. We need that. Oh, wait, put this one on this side. After we do some cleanup. See, I agree with you, Neo, but he doesn't think so.
What?
That napping is the best. That is looking lovely. Oh, we need to clean up right there. Looks good. Smooth it out. Much better. I agree. I think it's the best thing right now, too. I'm gonna go take care of my cat. Hey, you. Hey, you. Go. Go. No, no, no. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Kita. Do this. Go. Upstairs. Kita. Get in there. There you go. Be chill. Be chill. She's like, no, mother, I do not want to be chill. No, she doesn't. Okay, so we got those in place. We have that. Okay, that looks good. You put that there. And now the fiddly parts. So this goes like that. And then we take this piece. Ooh, that is a large little bit of sprue there. Okay, now that is in place. Oops, I put that in facing the wrong way. That's why it's not fitting correctly. There we go. There, okay. Oop, fuck. One moment. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you guys think so. Oh my God, hold on. Okay, that's falling apart. Well, I'll bring that back in a second. Where are you? Come. Pet, 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 pet. Yeah, petting you. Yeah, petting you and you're purring. I'm petting you and you're purring. Okay, now be chill. And take a nap with your dad. She immediately jumped up onto the couch and like laid down, like plopped, like just flopped. Did full body side flop. Next to Cece on the couch, which was super cute. Okay, this is falling out of place. This is not what I want. Okay, so let us try approaching this slightly differently then. Put that there. Put that there. Have that slide into there. Okay, cool. That's working pretty well so far. We're gonna put this piece back appropriately. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so now that's in place. And we're gonna slide this piece on instead. Maybe. Oh, maybe we'll do that. No, please. I just want you to go into place. Okay, it kind of did, but now I lost this piece. Oh, fuck. Which definitely needs to go in, I think, like so. I just threw it dramatically to the floor. So dramatic. All right, there it is. Found it. Okay. Okay. So it definitely kept that piece in place better, but I lost almost everything else. Why is this being so fiddly? Okay. There we go. That feels a lot better. Now, if you could not be so fiddly, that would be fantastic. I said to not be fiddly, please. Okay. I think we might have it this time. Fingers crossed. We got this. Nope. I just twisted something and I didn't want to. Okay. Okay, I think we're in. Yes. Okay, yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We did it! Woo! Woo! Okay. We've done that. They look basically identical, which is great because that's the way they're supposed to look. Now we need Y 1 and 2 times 2. Oh, sorry, 1 and 2 and then 3 and 4. So let's do 1 and 2 first. Actually, I'll just clip them both out. And whoops! Immediately knocked that off, didn't I? It was just like... I am a little bit of a klutz. I am a little bit of a klutz that way. It's okay, though. It is okay. Okay, so that will just go with the other one, and this is now an empty sprue. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, let's do some cleanup. Not get ahead of ourselves. I'm really eager to build. Can you guys tell? I'm like, I just want to see it put together and have it look cool. I'm like, it needs to be clean though, Angela. It's important. What will the other scale modelers think? They'll judge you on your sprue cleanliness and go, ugh, you barely spent any time on this. And I'll be like, yeah, that's probably correct. Because I was too bad in gadding. Too busy gadding. This poor gummy worm. I have 2 of them. The fused. Those are my favorite ones to eat. I don't know why, I just like that they're stuck together. Exactly. Empty sprue does equal progress. There we go. That looks pretty good. So I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram post earlier today, but the new Resident Evil is coming out soon, and I will definitely want to be playing it. So we will probably see that happen on next week, Tuesday. That is my current plan, because I wanna start playing the new Resident Evil on Tuesday on stream. So that should be awesome. I definitely think this goes on the sides. Let me just. There we go. Come on. I see, and then that goes into that. Noted. That is a tight mother truckin' fit. Oh, fuck.
You okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I just popped something out a little bit, but I can get it back in. There we go. Let's get you secured into place so that you stop hopping out like a silly goose.
What?
I'm talking to my piece. There we go. Much better. Nice. Bring it a little closer. So now we just need to build the other one. Okay, so pretty straightforward. There we go, got that snapped in. Much smoother than the first time. It's almost like I've had practice. It's almost as if I've done it once before. Did I? Come on. Come on. Okay, maybe I didn't clean these ones. I thought I cleaned both of them, but it's definitely fitting in a way that it might have some sprue on it. So let's check it before we continue to try to squeeze it together. Yeah, no, I definitely feel like I cleaned this. Well, whatever, we'll just do a second look. Oh yeah, no, there's definitely gonna be some jump scares and screams, I'm sure. I am sure. Okay, got that. Maybe it's this piece. Or that one. Or it could be that one. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay. That's looking pretty good, and we're pretty flush, which means that we should be able to get this side on now a bit more cleanly. And because I put the flat side on there, we should, in theory, just be able to press them together like that. Perfect. Excellent. Excellent. Nice. Okay, so from there, okay, so we built those, and now what? I guess we just set those off to the side. Thank you. That's better. Okay. Okay, the next I said three. The next 3 steps, we're doing ×4. Where is J? That is D. E. P. I mean, realistically, we're gonna need all of these next pieces, but where is J specifically? That's F, S, R. N, O, C, H. Oh, I guess it's these. No, those are K. Oh, these are J. These gold pieces. When I play Resident Evil next week, we're starting the new Resident Evil. I think it's Requiem. No, is that correct? I can't remember the name of it now off the top of my head. Hold on, let me look it up. Oh, maybe it is Requiem. Yes, Requiem. Okay, I was correct. So I'll be playing that on Tuesday. Okay, I'm gonna fold this in half so I stop looking at this other really busy page because it's kind of tripping me up. Okay. M1. Okay, we have our 4 M1s. We're also going to need M2s, but we're going to do the M1s first. And then J1 and 2 times 4. 2. Fuck it. Let's get the M2s out. Okay, there's the M2s. And there we'll need... Oh, okay. I am gonna take this a few at a time then, because I need to do this actually like 4 times, which makes sense. So 3 and 4. One and 2. Buckle my shoe. Hello, Steelers Freak. It's lovely to see you in chat. How are you doing? You were impressed by my model painting ability? Well, thank you so much. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that you have been learning a lot from the channel, that you're impressed with my abilities, and that you have subscribed because of it. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate that. It is great. I always like knowing what brings people in to the channel and why they stick around. So thank you for sharing so much. You build models too? Awesome. What kind of models do you build? Tell me about them. I'm eager to know. All right, got those. I'm gonna do these first before we move on to the 3 and 4s. We're just gonna set those off to the side, slow down a bit. I don't want to go too fast. I think we're building toes. I think these are his little toesies. Okay, so oh, well, thank you. I very much appreciate it. Okay, give me a moment. I need to figure out where this fits. It looks like it might go here. And I'm unsure if it goes in a particular direction. I'm probably overthinking it. Oh, I see. Does that... I think I did that correctly. I'm gonna check and see how difficult this is to get apart in case I fucked it up. Edema, you've been quiet and lurking, but you're currently making diamond stencils for your Harlequin army. Oh my god, that's so awesome. I love Harlequins. They're so beautiful, delicate little models, and I would definitely also make a stencil. I've never made a stencil specifically for like painting miniatures, but I made it for other things in the past, like other art projects. But yeah, I definitely think stencil would be the way I would approach that too, because like Harlequins, they're so tough with those, like that diamond pattern. Like it looks so good, but it's also like kind of insane. Okay, I just want to check and see, because this is meant to go, I think I do have this correct. but I'm not 100% sure. It kind of looks like it might be wanting it to face the other direction. So I'm just gonna split it apart and see what looks correct. Oh no! Does it not auto do subtitles on YouTube? Okay, not live. I see. Did not realize that. I'm so sorry. Well, I think once it's a VOD, it'll do auto subtitles, so you can go back and watch it again. But I'm so sorry about that. Oh, I see the angle now. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it wants. Does it want it like that? Or does that look more correct? No, I definitely think it wants it like that. Okay, so it goes in, then like so. I think that is correct. Your first time doing Eldar, these guys are so tiny. They're so tiny. But they're so cool. Okay, that doesn't look like it's fitting now, so I do think I had it the other way. Okay, so I do think it goes with the position of the toe, which kind of makes sense to me. But I wanted to make sure. All right, if I spin this, will it now close? Yes, it does. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna put that one on there. Oh shit, now I don't remember how I'm like, which way did I put it in? Okay, I think it wanted to lean. Yeah, I think it goes this way. Nope. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Thank you for typing that out for me, Hapman. Appreciate it. Okay, so it goes like that then. Ooh. Oh. All right. No, fuck, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I did it wrong again. Nice. Okay. Oh, Doc, I just dropped it. And now I don't know if I'm putting it in the right way. I think this is correct. I don't remember the... Oh my goodness, fiddly bit. Fiddly bits, fiddly bits. My hands are fiddly. It's true. What am I just putting this in incorrectly over and over and over again? Like an idiot. There we go. Oh my goodness. I did it. Oh, nice. What color are you doing for your Tyranids, if you don't mind me asking? I must know. Aw, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Did I lose? No, there it is. I was like, oh no, I lost it. No, it's fine. Everything's good. Okay, I think it goes this way. Did I get it correct? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I did. Airbrushing is tough. Airbrushing is very tough. I completely, like, I don't do it very often because I also struggle with it. Oops. There we go. Nice and firmly together. We don't want any of his little toes to not be pushed together. Okay, and there we go. Get in there. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Okay. There's the first one. Let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Three and 4 on each of these sprues. I love that his toes got entire sprues to themselves, by the way. That is just so good. Bye! Thank you for stopping by. And 4, of course. Yes, have a good dinner. Enjoy it. All right, there we go. Much better. These hopefully will slide together a little bit more easily since I'm cleaning them up a bit more before I actually put them together. You know, unlike what I did last time. Unlike what I did last time. Last time I was slightly impatient. I was like, I just want to see how they fit together. Smush, smush, smush. There we go. There. Excellent. Okay. Okay, well that went together way more easily. These are a bit more straight on, it seems, as opposed to the others, which are curved, which makes more sense because they're on the outside edge. Whereas these are the toesies in the center. we go. Perfect. Way smoother, way smoother. Okay, this is gonna be another M2, which means I'll need to get it off of this one. Okay, so there's our M2s. And then what do we need now? 5 and 6? That is correct. Go, Roku. Perfect. Sorry for being a little bit on the quieter side today. I am just trying to keep my voice down so that Cultist can sleep. But honestly, I am enjoying making some good progress on this Zoid. We're kicking ass. All right, we got our pieces all out. Let's do a smidgen of cleanup. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. We are making clean models. Although I will admit on this, the gold plastic, I feel like some of these like scuff marks and stuff are way less noticeable because there's something about the molded gold that just, I don't know, I feel like it obfuscates the marks. Like it's not completely gone, you can still see them if you look, but in comparison to say like the black, it's just way less noticeable. So I really do not feel super inclined to do like a huge cleanup on them, but like this one example had needed it for sure because it definitely had a little bit of sprue picking up, but this one's, it's all good. It is all good. I think we just have this last set to clean. Doesn't need too much, thankfully. And neither side really did. Maybe a smidgen on that side, but it's not too bad. All right, let's start getting these in place. Hello, Scarecrow. It's lovely to see you. How are you doing today? All right, there is our next little toe made up. It's totally being blown out by the light a little bit, but we know what it looks like. It's just a little cat's toe, a little Liger's toe. This giant, well, I guess he's technically like not a man-eating robot cat, but he definitely combats with other big robot monsters. Or I guess they're technically vehicles. I think you ride around in them. That's the one thing I never remember. Do the pilots always ride in them, or do they sometimes not ride in them? I feel like some of them were autonomous. You're guilty of that over cleaning all the model pieces. I'm so that way. Like, I just get like into such a like groove with it, you know? I think it's also because like I just kind of find it relaxing to just sit there and sort of scrape at my plastic sometimes. Maybe that's just me though. All right, last but not least, we need 7 and 8, and then we're going to use the M1 again, which is our angled one. Okay, so da-da-da-da, clean sprue. Actually, I guess I should do it when I have all of them clean, because these are all the same number, right? Or the same letter. Oh, no, I dropped it. I do not. I have visited Chicago, but I do not live there. All right. Bam! 4 completed sprues. Woo! Woo! All right, now we need M1. Oop. I think I see what it might have been warning about. Okay, so is that actually different? I can't tell. That's the same direction, that's the same direction. Okay, so on these ones we want it facing this way. Which I think is different from... Yes. I say tentatively. This is the... Yeah. I know. I Oh, really? She moved up by your head? That's so cute. She loves you. Okay, so I definitely think... I can't tell if that's going the right way. She's mad? I don't think she's mad about that. Hello, Evil Ted. It's lovely to see you in chat. I am currently working on a Blade Liger from Zoids, if you remember that, on Toonami back in, like, was it the early aughts, I think, is when it was airing on Toonami or so? I don't know. My memory of the actual era is poor, but I remember it was on Toonami and I watched it and it was awesome. And I found this particular kit, this Blade Liger AB. I got this one at Fanime about 4 years ago, 5 years ago? I think it was 4 years ago. And I was like, that's really cool. I want to build that. And so that's, oh. And then I sat on it for 4 years because I opened up the box and I was like, holy shit, this is really scary. In regards to all the pieces that were in it. And so I put it off for a couple of years and now I'm like, you know what? I can do this. And so far I think it's been going pretty well. Okay, those ones are definitely facing the direction I think they're supposed to. I'm gonna open this one back up, and I think I may have... Is that... Okay, no. I just wanna check something. I think, I have no idea if I've done this correctly. Those two feel like they're going correct. I don't know if I've done these ones correctly. I think, okay, this is definitely, okay, so I was just making sure that I had them separated back out properly again because I don't want to get them too mixed up. Okay, I'm gonna pop this one back open because I don't know if I have actually stuck its little tab in there correctly. No, probably not. I mean, that would be super cool, but unfortunately it's a little bit close to when I have some other plans already, and so I don't think I'd be able to make it out to Chicago for Fan Expo, but that is really, really cool. Okay, that... I'm still not sure if it's angling correctly. Maybe some of them just angle less. Well, no, I just moved it, so now it's doing it. Okay, so that looks correct. I think we're angling them correctly. I don't know. Thankfully, they're easy enough to split apart, so I'll be able to fix it if I do it wrong when we get to the next step, but I think I am angling them in the correct orientation. You just saw a mini a while ago that was an Optimus Prime Liger crossover. That sounds amazing. That sounds awesome. Okay, that one's also going the correct direction. I feel like I have those done correctly. I don't know if I've done anything else correctly. Oh, there's also a bunch of text here. Let me read. Let me translate. Oh my God, please. There we go. What does that say? Final assembly, okay. Okay. So I need E8 and 5 times 4, PCL. And then 2 and 4, so E2, 4, 5, and 8. 2, 4, 5, and 8. 2, 4, 5, and 8. E. Whoa, a sprue we haven't used yet. Oh my gosh. My birthday? It's in August. Uh, 5, 8, 2, and 4. I see. Are these literally all just pieces of like the feet? And the legs have so many pieces in them. It's crazy. Okay. There's that one. Let's get these out. There we go. And then 2 and 4. There's 2 and 4, okay. Early or late August? It's the, my birthday is August 11th. That is the day in which I grow another year older and gain more power. I am super old.
I remember when you were a teen.
Ancient. I am an ancient being. The only model kits you build are blockies? I actually don't know if I'm familiar with blockies. Hold on, I have to look that up now because I don't know if I recognize what those are. Hold on. Blocky. Block. 2 E's. I accept your cookies. Oh, are those the kind that are the like the action figure style? Or are they specifically Transformers? Because I can't tell if this is like a brand or a type of, because like I'm seeing like, okay, no, it has to be a brand because I'm seeing like Naruto Shippuden, like the Nine-Tailed Fox, and like there's a Wolverine and a Deadpool and a Captain America, but they're all... Are these action figures or are they buildable? Small parts, not for children. My God. Okay, it is on sprue. That's really cool. I wonder if these are the same guys that do the Kamen Rider ones. Or, no, I guess that would probably be Bandai. Surely Bandai has the Kamen Rider ones, but that's cool. I've never built any of the ones that are like figures, like human, like the closest to a humanoid figure in that style of construction, like on sprue construction that I've done, that isn't just like a Tamiya, maybe I'm attaching the arms, but like the body and stuff is already assembled and the head's already like pre-sculpted and all that stuff, and it's really just like maybe 1 or 2 pieces that get attached, are Gundams. Like that would be the closest to like a human figure I've done. But I know that they make a bunch of anime ones and I've never done those. They seem really cool. They're buildable. There's lots licensed out of China. Got it. Also, hello, Captain Comic Geek. It's lovely to see you. Dude, I watched more Kamen Rider Geats. Buffa. I am so intrigued with where he's going. I also love his sponsor. That's the episode I'm on. I just met his sponsor. And I'm so excited. Hello, Luke. It's lovely to see you. How you doing? I'm an ancient being, yes. I just, with all of your adoration and worship, it keeps me young. That and, you know, the bathing in the blood of virgins and such. But shh, keep that part on the down low. That's true. They have to discover me first. Normally, the only time I've ever had it where, like, because I have had some companies that, like, reach out and be like, oh my God, it's cool that you're doing this. Do you want me to send you things? Is when I've done videos already showcasing their stuff. And they're like, hey, we saw you did, like, Tamiya, for example. At one point had a rep reach out to me a couple years ago and was like, hey, we saw that you are getting into our brand for the first time. You did this tank. Would you like us to send you some additional kits to build, as well as like an airbrush and a bunch of other things? Actually, they sent me a ton of things. It was a very cool opportunity. I appreciate them for that greatly. But that was kind of out of the blue because they just happened to find my content because I think they were doing like, who's been doing Tamiya related things? And my video was doing really well, so they reached out. Oh, heck yeah. I'm excited to see it. But yes, I'm seeing more of what's happening to my sweet, sweet Buffa. And I'm like, no, my boy. Although, like I said, I do really like the look of his sponsor. Well, she's just like eating jelly beans or something. I don't know if they're actually jelly beans. For all that I know, they're like, Jamato, like seeds or something. I don't know. But really, I'm loving it. I also did not realize, so Chaos Cultist was talking with me about this recently, and he told me that Geats and Zets are both written by the same guy, and apparently this guy's been like the writer for the last couple series. So I think he also would have done Gav and like a couple of other ones that were like in between like Geats and Zets, which is really cool. And I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I was falling in love with a particular writer's writing style because I'm loving both of them. Like I am loving them so much. So yeah. Okay, so we got that in. And it goes facing up like that. Now we need PCL. Hello.
Hello.
I'm building toes.
It's looking great.
Little tiger toes.
Nice.
And because we figured out that piece,
Yeah,
I can now
jets.
do this. Huzzah.
That's awesome.
Wah.
Look forward to seeing it together. I'm gonna go take a
Shower. Cool. Real quick for dinner.
Wendy's.
Yes. Thank you. I would love that. Okay, excellent. Good. All right, so for these pieces now, we're gonna have to do this 3 more times, but I just want to do the first one first so we can figure it out. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? See, I think these are facing the wrong way. Yes, he is up and about. Hopefully the nap helped. Hopefully I wasn't too disruptive to his sleep. I really want him to feel better. I think he just has like a really bad flu. I know, I want him to get better too. He's working on it. He's just also at that point where like he's been sick long enough that he's feeling really restless. So he keeps wanting to do things, but then he keeps wearing himself out. And like, I know it sucks, but you just have to sleep and like chill. And he's like, I know. Just very bored. And I'm like, well, we'll find something for you to do then while you're doing stuff or while you're just resting. Have I ever broken a piece while modeling? Yes, Count D13. I absolutely have. Not super often, but definitely often enough. Okay, so I think it's supposed to go this way. Wait, didn't I try this though and like they only went in the one direction? Apparently I was just doing it wrong. Okay. Just to compare. Yeah, they're facing different ways. So I think I did these incorrectly. I'm going to make them all match this one. And yeah, because I think they're all just facing the wrong direction because I'm a big dummy who wasn't paying attention to my instructions well enough. I mean, I was, but I wasn't understanding them. Sometimes it takes me a little while. Sometimes I'm just a big dumb and I need to stare at the instructions for half an hour before I realize, it's upside down, Angela. You're just stupid. All right, there we go. Fixed that. Okay, either way, because they seem to be roughly identical, I imagine the outer edges I can now just like figure out whichever direction it fits the best. and go for it because one of them has to be correct. They're both the opposite. Oh yeah, no, he's definitely at the point of being like really annoyed that he's sick. Definitely. Okay, there we go. Better. Better. I actually would say, just going back to Count D13's question about like if I've broken a piece while modeling, I would say I've broken more pieces while building like GW models than I have like a scale model. Definitely have broken pieces on scale models before, mostly planes. It's one of the reasons I'm also kind of afraid to ever do ships because I'm just like, well, I've already, like planes already have kind of thin, fragile pieces that are easy to just smash into or forget they're there and you bump into them and knock them completely off and then you cry. And ships have even more of those. So I just don't want to deal with that. Which is why I mostly do like armored vehicles when it comes to historical vehicles and such like that. Okay, I think I now have those correct. Let's actually figure out how to do this. I need one of each. Okay, I was worried that it was picking up the music that's steadily playing. Okay, so I think these slide into this. Wait, where do these go? Okay, I do think they slide into these slots. Oh, fuck. I knocked it out. Okay. Okay, his little foot is together. You can't see it super well, but I swear it's here. Okay, now what do I need to do? Help. Okay, so that's in place. Good. This appears to go there. This goes like that. Is that correct? It kind of looks like it, so I'm gonna go with it. That's the only place it looks like it can go. This. Okay. I think this goes here. Where does this go? Why? What am I doing? Okay. This definitely goes this orientation. No. No, I lied. It's this one. I see. I see. Okay. So if I stick that in there and I slide. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, just get that toe back in there. Chat, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. The other ones are gonna be so much easier once I figured it out, but like, what am I doing? It wants here's the first group, the second group, the third group, the other group. Okay. What are you saying? Okay, that definitely goes in that slot. I think I need to... What? Oh my God. Okay. Maybe, okay. Okay, we're gonna just... Oh, fuck. Fuck a duck. All right, hold on. I have to figure out which ones are which. Those are definitely the ends. I don't know if these two even really matter. Okay, no, they appear to not. Okay, so I think I have to put this one here. And then the next one. And then I think I put the other two on the other side. So then... Okay, so I think it goes like that. And then I think I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I don't know if this is accurate. Holy cow. Oh, I've definitely been making sure that he's been staying hydrated. Like, I've been making sure he's been having plenty of water. He's been, like, eating a lot of soups and stuff for, like, food to help get some extra fluids into him. Okay, so now that I have... Now that I have those in place, and those in place, and I have this in place. Nope, get in there, you little bugger. Okay, so those are there. Where the fuck is this going? Is it going here? Okay, I see. Do you think this goes here? I think that needs to scoot over. Aw. Okay, I'm slowly getting it. We're figuring it out, chat. I'm like haunched over and like going, why won't you work? My favorite part of model making. The, oh my God, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just look like an idiot in front of everybody. Step. Okay, so that is supposed, okay, so these do want to be more on here. Okay, so what if I do that, and then I slit, yes, okay. Okay, so now I've got the two toes in there. Okay, we can do this. God, that looks funky, but I think it's what it is. Okay. So I need to press that one way over. Get that one more on there. Okay. And then we slide that into place. Oh my goodness, yes! Okay, it's kind of tight. It's kind of a tight fit. This top part does not want to stay. Did I do something wrong? Okay, the one thing I'm going to check, I hate that I have to pull these apart. Just making sure. Oh, one thing I am noticing. One extra flash on this guy. It is centered, so I don't think there's a difference there. Hello, Gunpla Freehand. Freeham, how are you doing? It's lovely to see you in chat today. The other thing that's happening is I'm noticing a little bit of flash on the inside edge here. Okay. Got that. They are in their proper toes slots. Okay. Let's make sure to clean up this side a little bit too. Make sure we're not hurting ourselves on getting that squeeze in. Okay, cool. Now, get in there. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. Yay! That is what we were struggling to accomplish. Look at his little movable toes. Rawr. 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 Okay. They don't even move that much, but they are cute and they work. And we got it. So that's the first paw. I think that looks correct. Okay, I think it's correct. We're gonna make the next one. All right, so we need, what was that, 4, 2, 8, and 5. 4, 2, 8, and 5. For the feet, guys. Exactly. For everybody who loves some feet, here's some free feet for you. Some Liger toesies. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. He's upstairs showering and I was like, why do I suddenly hear water like it's raining? It's not raining outside, is it? And I'm like looking outside my door going like, no, it's not. He's showering upstairs. I am a fool of a took. How about doing a live stream during a movie? No, because I don't want to get immediately copyright struck and potentially have my channel be taken down because they don't like that. Because you can't show copyrighted material. And I definitely would not want to do that live, like in a theater kind of thing, if that's what you mean, Corsair. But yeah, no, you can't really get away with like just streaming like movies. Hello, Snack03. How are you doing? It's raining. Ah! I mean, it's been like, that's the funny thing is like yesterday it was raining like all day. And I was like, is it raining again? Do I need to close up the garden? No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm very excited because I got 3 different little mini rose bushes from like my local grocery store actually for like $5. They were super cheap. But I've transplanted them into larger pots and I feel like they're already immediately like starting to get bigger and I'm very excited. I love roses. Love them. And I want to get some bigger bushes too, but I figured I'd start with the mini bushes to see how I do with them. I'm hoping that once I plant like fresh peppers and like tomatoes and stuff, that having some of the rose bushes, because they're already blooming, are going to help attract some bees to them and butterflies to them, so that they actually get properly fertilized and everything. You're doing great. Excellent. I am also doing quite well. I'm a little worried about the Chaos Cultist, my partner and everything, because he's a little sick right now. But beyond that, I'm honestly doing fantastic. I've been having so much fun building this Zoid. We've done a lot of problem solving today of me just being a dumbass and not realizing what I'm supposed to be doing. But we're getting there and it's moving along. Got like a whole bunch of different pieces together. It's just a matter of like assembling them all soon. Okay, oh, we also need, what was it, L? Yes. L. There we go. You don't like a little roses on your bush? I've heard that. I've heard New England is getting absolutely wrecked with a snowstorm right now. I am so sorry for that, you guys. Use havoc tape for replicating metal on my models? Oh, that's a cool idea. Maybe I will in the future. Let's see. There we go. Not really sure the Ligers are like that metallic looking normally. They do kind of have a plasticky feel to them, even in the show, from what I remember. So I'm not sure it would be necessarily appropriate here, but that could be really fun on like some of my tanks and stuff. Okay. We have done that. We have cleaned these. It went like this. And then like that. Okay, so now we go 1. Am I doing this the correct way? I don't know if I am. Hold on. Get off. Okay. No, I think this goes like this. Yes. Okay. So in that case, you go over there. I need you first. Orientation matters when building scale models. Boop. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to get so hungry and I'm so excited about having Wendy's. I don't know why, that's really stupid to be excited about, but you know, like sometimes when you're just like really been craving a burger, I'm really craving a burger. Okay, so we got that side on. That went smooth and easy. Fingers crossed the next side goes on just as smooth and easy. Believe with all of your might. Okay. And heck yeah. If you were somebody who was believing, we did it. Another footsie. Two down, 2 to go. Like, I know it's not the best burger or anything like that, but I'm kind of craving like cheap burger. You know what I mean? Which is why I'm pretty excited about my Wendy's. There we go. Excellent. Excellent, good. Looks clean and smooth and ready to be smushed together against other plastic pieces. Good. Well, unfortunately, none of the fast food places are cheap anymore. I think honestly, it's cheaper sometimes to go to a sit-down restaurant. But the problem is Wendy's is like really close, and so therefore I'm like, I'm lazy and don't want to drive that far and normally would walk, but it's kind of cold out right now and I don't want to have to carry all that stuff for myself because I imagine Chaos Cultist will stay here while I will go grab things. So I'm just going to drive over there, but it's like really quick and easy to get to, and the food is prepared almost instantly. So that's the plan. But yeah, no, you're right. It's totally not cheap anymore, but none of them are. None of them are. Like, I feel like you have a better chance of finding something like locally from like a mom and pop shop that's going to be cheaper at this point than you will from like fast food, which is ridiculous, but also the way things are now. I just feel like that's the way things are now. Okay. Pieces are cleaned up. We know that this goes on the back here, which means this side is this one. Well, I don't know why I want to start with this side, but I do. And there we go. You got a Baconator combo with nuggets and it was like 20 bucks and that's just for you? My goodness. No, I can definitely believe that. I can definitely believe that. Oh, give me 1 second. I think I heard Chaos Cultist call me. I'll be right back. All right, I am back.
I had music play. That's all.
I thought I heard when you turned it off, you say my name or something. And my apologies. Not a big deal though. All right, I'm building toesies. All right, there we go. That slid on really nicely. Who would have thought that by the third time we've done this, we are actually starting to get it pretty fast. Bam. Love it. One more. And then we get to build more of the legs times 4. Although they will start varying it up a little bit because they're going to start going on different sides. So they're going to have slightly different angled pieces. Oh, did that not? No, it did. Okay. At first I thought I had like not put the little peg piece in there like I was supposed to, but it looks like I have. Right? No, actually not sure if I put, I think it did. Yeah, no, it's in there correctly. I couldn't tell. It's such a dark gray that I was like, is it in there? Excuse me, turn it off. There we go. It is. 'Tis in there. All right, so we need that. We need this piece. And of course, this piece. Yeah, we try not to eat out too much anymore, and of course we still do sometimes. But we try not to do fast food as often.
It has been a few weeks.
It has. Yeah, no, it has been a few weeks. So I'm wanting to do something a little bit easy tonight, as well as it still being hot. So I think that will work. But yeah, no, that stuff has gotten so expensive. I completely understand why you might have just kind of cut off fast food. It was 70 here in Texas. Nice. We've been having mixed weather here in California. Like, it's not been super cold, but it's also not been super hot yet. And compared to most of the country who's under snow right now, we're definitely doing fine. Got that. Let's make sure to clean that edge. That's always the finicky edge. There we go. Same with that. Nice. All right. Oh, and one more. There. Okay. One. Oh. Immediately threw it onto the floor. There you are. Come here, toe number 2. All right, perfect. And then toe number 4. And 3. Oh, and I guess I should probably shove that together, shouldn't I? It does belong that way. All right, there we go. Now we can put that into place. Put I am not sure I actually did put that in here. Hold on. Yeah, no, I didn't. Whoops. Okay. That's fine. Let me fix that, reassemble this, and then we'll actually get it on there properly. Sure. So much better. All right, there we go. Now those three have been done completely. Is there another one that I missed? Because there's only 2 L's on this one. And then I have 2 L's on this one, and I haven't clipped out 2 L's, so hold on. Okay, that one definitely has one in it. That one definitely has one in it. This one does not. Okay, so I did miss another one. Whoops. You're off to host a Toku night? We'll have fun. I hope everybody enjoys. That sounds awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us, Captain Comic Geek. You know what? Make your life easier, Angela, and put it in on the other side. So that you can do this a little bit easier, maybe. That sounds like a good idea. There we go. Okay, so now that one's done. And we'll just do the same thing with the last one, which I almost misplaced. Like a fool. All right, and then, well, bam. Four Liger paws. There's the first 2, the second 2, and I have a hair in my eye. Hold on. Or an eyelash or something. Oh my goodness, why? Why? There we go. I think I got it. And or I rubbed it in my eye more. One or the other, I can't tell. Okay. I think we can get at least step 55 done. Look at those beautiful little toes. Okay, so now I need P1, 3, and 3, and then E7. Let's do E7 on everybody first because we have those over here. Woohoo! He has feet! Soon he will be able to stand and actually use all these other things that we've built and hold himself upright. It'll be great. Okay, so this is going right there. Just kidding. It actually faces the other direction. Let me do clean up there on that edge. There's a lot of sprue that I did not clean up super well. Okay, so that fits there. Ooh. Like that. Okay, Angela, they were all attached the same way. You're probably going to have to clean up that section each time. Don't be a fool of a took. Okay, so I still don't have this pressed in all the way since that other one actually did snap. Come on. There we go. Okay. 1, 2. Three, and you didn't do the cleanup, you silly goose. There we go. And we can reattach that now. Very good. Clean up. Yeah, I made some pretty decent progress. Don't feel like I progressed very far in the book, as I've only like gone to the next page over realistically, but that's just because it was a really complicated couple of steps. And this one's been a ×4, so it is slowing us down, but that's okay. Seriously? I thought I cleaned you already. Get off there. There we go. I think I just didn't wipe it hard enough. All right, so we have 7 on there. Now I need P1 and P3 ×2. I think this is P? Yes. All right. Here are the P3s. And P1, all right. We get the big pieces out first. Oh my God, like I am shedding or something and like it is itching my face. Okay, 1, 1. Okay, and there are the other 2. Now we just need to clip out all these P3s. Okay, so 2 with that one, 2 with that one, and then we'll get the other ones off. That's what she said. Yeah, I know, right? That feeling when you have something on like your face or like your arm or something, or just like wherever, and you're like, I just want to get it off and I can't find it. It's just there somewhere. Help. All right. Okay, there we go. I'll say I still feel it a little bit, but not as bad. All right, so what am I doing now? This goes on next. Some like cleanup. Yeah, and this will be the last step that we take care of today. Okay, so goes on like that. Lovely. And then we have this clip in like so. And then on the other side, like so. Cool, easy peasy. One. 2. 3. Come on. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Get in the hole. All right, there we go. And that is it. So now feet look like that. Much more regal, much more Liger-like. All right, but I think that is going to be it for me today. I have, how much do we have left? We have about 2.5 pages of like full-blown assembly and then 1 page of final, like, all right, it's now time to put all of the pieces together into the full Liger form. Da-da-da-da-da. And so we have that step, but that's pretty much it. So there is a high likelihood that we will either, if we don't finish this up on Thursday, it's definitely getting finished up on Friday. But we might end up doing something different on Friday, just as a little in between before I start Resident Evil on Tuesday, because I definitely want to play some Resident Evil Requiem. It looks awesome. Leon's back. I'm excited for that. And it should be great. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. If you did, please do make sure to give the video a like. If you're watching this on demand, let me know down in the comments that you want to see more. Tell me what Liger, or what, not Liger, but what Zoid I might build next. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye, everybody.